Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Two Friends Fighting, the Halloween 2020 edition. I am Robbie.
And I am Jackson.
I'm sorry, I can barely understand you what you're saying right now. Why don't we say we take these off?
Eh?
Yeah. Everybody, thank you all for tuning in once again to the episode. And we're talking about exactly what I said. This interesting year of Halloween, what we can do, what we can't do.
Trying to bring some joy to everyone's Halloween. I know some people are missing maybe trick-or-treating. I don't know if do adults even trick-or-treat these days?
They have kids, but me personally haven't gone in a couple of years. But hell, this time last year, I was dressing as Freddie Mercury because of Bohemian Rhapsody. And I went to like a Halloween party with some friends. And that movie was so big that year that people were like pulling me to the side and asking for pictures and yelling out, Freddie. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I felt famous for like 5 minutes.
It was a good costume. It was a good costume.
If you guys want to scroll back on my Instagram, I actually shaved off my beard and left just the mustache and got the white tank top, whatever. Took a while.
You had to shave the mustache off the next day, right?
Yeah.
A little too creepy.
It was only funny for Halloween. If you walk around like that, nowadays it was fine in the 80s.
Yeah.
That look should never come back.
Could we take a short moment to just point out this set decoration here? That looks pretty damn good.
We are definitely getting all up into the mood. I don't know about you, Jackson, but I've always liked Halloween. It's always a fun time. Like I always think about a cool costume and how to get into it. It's a fun year, which is also why it's too bad we can't do all that much. Like, what did you do last year for Halloween, if you remember?
Me, I haven't really been the biggest Halloween, I haven't really, celebrated. I haven't really celebrated it too much over the past couple of years. I think, like, as we kind of get older, it is sort of like a holiday of the pastime, like when you're a kid. And absolutely, if you do have kids, like, you're sort of renewing that childhood spirit of like dressing up or getting your kids dressed up and taking them out trick-or-treating. It's definitely like a cool tradition to have. But I think like as we grow up as like adults, definitely in our early 20s, it's more along the lines of just like partying and like going to like Halloween parties, right?
Going to different clubs and stuff. Like I was telling you before we started this that...
Now we're no longer in our early 20s, right, Robbie?
Yeah, we're approaching the... I'm technically still mid-20s.
Yeah, I'm mid to late 20s.
You're up there.
Yeah.
You're up there. I don't know. I consider like 20 to 23 is early.
Yeah.
24 to 26 is mid, and then 27 to 29 is late.
Damn.
That's my opinion of it, at least.
Oh, shoot.
So I'm on my last year of mid-20s. But, I mean... Yeah,
One more year and you'll be like me, Robbie.
My back already hurts from sitting here so long. But I think like, and I know I'm getting older because like I was telling you before, like this year, obviously we can't do anything anyway, but like I was invited to my friend's house to do a pumpkin carving contest. And the sad thing is, it sounds really fun.
Yeah.
If you went back to my like 2019 or like, well, not 2019, 20 or 19-year-old self, that could have been like, that's fun to you? No, let's go out drinking. But now I'm like hitting 26 and I'm like, you know what? Pumpkin carving? Sounds like what
a fun night sounds like to me? Staying home and playing cards.
That sounds fun to me too.
Well, a couple of Johnny Walkers later, and
well, then you're partying and I'm passed out over the corner. But
yeah, it's true.
My liquor tolerance is not as good as his. But it's a damn shame too because I was listening to the radio. I might still be like the one person who listens to the radio in his car, because everyone else goes on Spotify, listens to podcasts, whatever. Like sometimes I do as well.
Speaking of being old,
exactly right, old school, right there. Go on the radio and they're talking about actually how this year it's really too bad that we actually can't do anything anyway, because this year 2020 is actually, there's a full moon on Halloween, but not just a full moon, it's called a blue moon.
A blue moon.
Yeah. So
well, you can't really do anything anyways because of COVID, right? Exactly,
which is why it's like just too bad. So luckily
what
we're getting
exactly
older.
does the blue moon do?
So I'm not sure the exact meaning of it for Halloween. Obviously, it's a spooky night, and nothing good happens on a full moon in any horror movie anyway. But a blue moon specifically is the second full moon in that month based on the lunar calendar. So like the first blue moon will be called the harvest moon, and this is called the blue moon because it's the second full moon in October. And this only happens...
is for all the people that are into crystals and
and Reiki and all that stuff.
Constellations.
Not that it like actually, I don't know. I don't really believe in it, whatever. But like for anyone who wants to celebrate Halloween, like it kind of adds like a little festive touch to it.
Yeah,
like you'd say it's a blue moon, right? And I just feel bad. Luckily, we're getting older, don't care. But say you're just turning 19, you want to go to a Halloween party this year, and you can't. It's too bad because I was listening to the radio. This blue moon on Halloween only happens once every 19 years. So by the time you 19-year-olds are, well, what's 19 plus 19? It's like
38.
30. I'm not good at math.
I'll be our math specialist. On the podcast,
this won't happen again until 2039, and then 2058, 2077. 2096. So
only a couple in a lifetime, basically.
Mark your calendars,
years.
everybody. Basically, go into Google Calendar and just keep scrolling, and then mark those calendars. That's going to be the next.
So it definitely is a rare occurrence, right? The blue.
Yeah.
Full. What, do you have to call it like a full blue moon, or?
I think it's just called the blue moon.
Blue moon. Okay.
Yeah. So again, I mean, it's people like us. It doesn't really matter, but if say you want to party or say you really believe in that, it's just too bad that there are some people out there who can't, or are stuck indoors, staying home. I mean, be safe, obviously, but it's just too bad for some people that they can't celebrate such like a cool spiritual Halloween kind of thing.
So what are your plans this Halloween?
Literally going to that pumpkin carving thing on the Friday, and on Saturday, to be honest, I have absolutely like no idea. Probably just stay home and eat the candy that I will not be giving out to kids who hopefully don't come to my door.
Well, the problem is that like you can't really have such large celebrations, right? Especially with the COVID restrictions these days.
Yeah, it comes down to having a good close
parties are just sort of like small get-togethers, right?
Exactly, minimum of 10 people, or sorry, max of 10 people. Indoors. So I mean, it's too bad. It's definitely going to change the face of Halloween this year. So hopefully by
not that all the 19s and 20-year-olds are going to follow the rules, though, eh?
No, they'll find a way. They'll probably they'll probably dress up warm and have like an outdoor party. Hopefully outdoor party, but who knows? Or we can all wait until 2039 to have a big blue moon Halloween party.
That is if there isn't another pandemic come 2039.
Hopefully not. Hopefully it doesn't last as long, right? And trying to do the math again. I'll be like what? I'll be in my 40s. I'll be well into my 40s. So, at that point, I'm not going to party at all.
So Robbie, I kind of want to go over some of the biggest traditions that people have for Halloween, right? People like to sit around and watch like Halloween themed programs on TV and movies. Do you have any traditions for Halloween? Do you like to sort of build up the mood as the weeks get closer to Halloween?
My only traditions were just like getting my costume ready, because I've been very good the last couple of years of like not spending any money in costumes and making them, which in my opinion makes them more fun.
For sure, yeah.
But in terms of Halloween movies...
So before we even go on, like you're talking about Halloween costumes, we're talking a little bit before the podcast. We wanted to sort of get into what our favorite Halloween costumes have been over the years. So maybe can you talk about, was that Freddie Mercury costume your favorite one that you personally have done?
It's actually tied for my first place, because a couple years ago, I can't remember exactly how old I was anymore, because I got pretty hammered that night because I was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
I got a black t-shirt, a pair of jeans, a pair of sunglasses that I had, and I bought some felt, and me and my mom made the Johnny Bravo hair, and I went as Johnny Bravo for Halloween. For those of you young people, Johnny Bravo was a cartoon when we were kids. That literally had the opposite effect. I think they made that show to tell you that, like, you know, oh man, guys like that don't get girls, but everyone tried to act that way anyway.
Yeah.
But so that costume and my Freddie Mercury costume are easily my two favorite costumes that I've personally like made myself. That being said, all I had to do for Freddie Mercury was like get some clothes and shave a beard off, so I didn't really make anything. But
yeah, I'd have to say my personal favorite that I've ever worn, I'd say it comes down to two as well. Like, I'd say the most recent one that I did was just like an improvised TJ Detweiler from Recess. Like you just throw on sort of like a red hat backwards and like a white T-shirt and jeans, basically, right?
I remember we went bowling that year, and I was like actually the one person not wearing a costume that day because I don't know why.
He's dressed as himself.
I was dressed as myself. It's a great costume. If you guys want to get a costume this year, just take my.
That's what everybody does when they don't want to dress up for a Halloween party. Is they always go, "Oh yeah, I'm dressed like myself," or something like that, right?
It's called being lazy.
Yeah.
My brothers, one year when they were both in high school still, they dressed as each other. They switched glasses, they switched their T-shirts, and it was actually
That's too much.
Kind of freaky. It was a little bit weird. It was like I saw the pictures, the comparison. It was weird. Yeah. It was freaky.
So I'd say the second one I would have to go to, like the most memorable one for me is like when I was a kid, probably like maybe like 4 or 6 years, some like really young age. I still remember going out trick-or-treating as one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Still a phenomenal costume either way.
Yeah, like they had like the chest plate there with like the turtle abs. Oh,
man. Is that turtle abs or just the shell? I know they're drawn as abs, right? But that's actually a good question. They gave the turtles abs even though they just had shells.
I think they're abs.
They were definitely. I
had a great six-pack when I was like 6 years old.
They're definitely drawn like abs for sure. Actually, I remember that TJ costume because you walked in, told me you were TJ, but I misheard you and I said you said DJ something.
Yeah.
So I'm entering the names in the bowling or like the team thing, and I just called you DJX, and it wasn't even anything because I didn't want to spell the other word.
That's how you know it's like the worst. The worst costumes are the ones you have to like explain to people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, that costume, like once you said it, it was really cool. But to be honest with you, even though like Johnny Bravo was one of my favorite costumes, like some people thought I was dressed as a banana. Right? I mean, granted, I was at York University and everyone was kind of hammered.
Yeah.
But the people who did recognize Johnny Bravo, like whether they knew him right away or I told them they would do it, they like loved it. But not everyone recognized it right away. Now, Freddie Mercury, because of the timing, everybody knew who that costume was, and it was sick. It was fun.
I mean, that was a big movie, right? Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
Huge.
If you haven't watched it, go see it.
So speaking of movies, this is another thing we wanted to get into, right? Okay. We wanted to talk about like maybe a favorite Halloween-themed movie, a monster movie, maybe a TV show. I don't know.
I was never into scary movies, and not necessarily that's saying that Halloween movies are all scary movies. So I don't really have a specific movie on Halloween that I like.
Yeah, Robbie's taste is more like My Little Pony, Barbie shows, right?
Yep. Don't knock it till you try it, man. They have some serious story to them.
Although that one Dora the Explorer episode was a little scary for you, eh?
I cried for about a week, but regardless of the fact. Actually, something I did watch this year that was funny was actually on Netflix, Hubie's Halloween.
I haven't seen it. Maybe you can enlighten everybody.
It's a new one from Adam Sandler, and it's about Halloween. Okay. He kind of reprises his role as the water boy, not the character, but like the way he speaks, and a lot of old actors from his previous movies reprise like old roles. He always does
those, right? He's always in the movies with all of his friends, right?
Yeah,
which is cool.
Like I hate that voice he does, but like for example, like in the beginning of the movie, Ben Stiller reprises his role as the mean orderly from Happy Gilmore. The one that was
Ben Stiller was in Happy Gilmore?
Ben Stiller was in Happy Gilmore as a mean orderly that didn't treat his grandma properly while she was in the nursing home. And he reprises that role. Yeah. Julie Bowen comes in and reprises one of her roles. I mean, not the same characters, but like they act the same way.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a Halloween nostalgia throwback. And it's just the stupidest movie ever. And his voice in that movie drives me nuts, but like you can just turn your brain off and watch it.
But it was good?
It was. I actually did enjoy it.
Out of 10, what would you give it out of 10?
Probably like a 7.
There you have it. Okay, Hubie Halloween. Maybe if you're looking for
something to do this year.
That's if you like Adam Sandler. Okay, because I gotta say, Adam Sandler, his career has gone downhill.
Yeah, well, he has.
He's had a
few good movies.
He relies, I find, too much on the Billy Madison and the Happy Gilmore and like his sort of more classic movies, right? Those were like hilarious. That was peak Adam Sandler. Mm-hmm. Then you get into like the Jack and Jill stuff, like is it Funglish or Spanglish or something like that?
Spanglish. Yeah, he has good and bad movies, and I personally prefer the ones where he like talks normally, not like with that.
Yeah, he's always got terrible accent. Like it's the same accent. He's always
it's just making fun of like someone who's kind of slow, and it drives me nuts. But He does that new Halloween, so it does bother me, but the
he
movie
still
itself
sells
is good.
though. Hey, like, good on him. Like, he's still crushing it at the box office. People obviously like him.
Yeah, well, he's famous for a reason. He's killing the game. He's like a producer now.
Yeah,
barely even has to act.
Maybe I'm just a hater. I'm hating on Adam Sandler.
Well, no, I mean, like, I straight up said I don't like those voices he does.
Yeah,
but he has good movies. How about you, Jackson? Though, like, in terms of like a Halloween like movie, TV show, something you like to do as you prepare for this. I don't know. Is that a holiday?
Yeah. So I know that a lot of people. Well, back in the day, I think a lot of people would watch like the Simpsons episodes. You know how they had like the Treehouse of Horror, like
they've had a lot of those. Yeah,
they have it like every day or every week or something for like the month of October, which was kind of cool. Obviously, I don't really watch The Simpsons anymore. I find like they should probably end that show.
It's been 30 years.
Yeah, but for me, I think I got to go back to like the classics. I got to go back to like one of my favorite monster movies is like Frankenstein, like the first Frankenstein movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like the original. I like the original Dracula movie too. Like,
not Twilight.
Oh, we got to burn those. Burn all the copies of Twilight
right to the ground.
Are you an Edward or whatever the other guy's name is? Jacob.
Jacob. I'm a neither. Although if I had to choose, I'd choose Jacob because he was actually turned into a giant wolf. That was pretty cool. I'd rather do that than sparkle in the daylight. So
yeah. Where did they get that idea for vampires?
Absolutely no idea.
They sparkle. Did they even like die, or did they just sparkle? When
they do die. No, they just sparkle. But then like the vampire council. I don't know. I watched the first movie. I forget.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of them.
Actually, that reminds me again of going back to Adam Sandler almost when he did the movie Hotel Transylvania. It was an animated one.
I didn't like that one either.
Well, he voiced Dracula, and there's a scene where like the character he's trying to catch Johnny, who plays by Andy Samberg, and Johnny's watching. They're making fun of Twilight.
Who's Johnny? Is Johnny just a kid?
Johnny's just a guy that is a character in the movie. He's trying to catch him, and Johnny's on the airplane like watching a movie, and it's Twilight, and they make a joke scene, and Dracula, Adam Sandler is just like, this is how we're represented in media these days. Embarrassing, right? Like, shots fired. It's true though. Vampires are so cool. Why did they make them like that?
Yeah. Are there any good like vampire TV shows that you can remember?
No, because they all go like teen drama.
Have you seen Interview with a Vampire? That was pretty good.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
That was like a little bit of an older one. I think like Tom Cruise was in that. He was
with Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah.
Because Brad Pitt's the one getting interviewed. Tom Cruise is like a person from his past.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It actually was a good movie. Mm-hmm. The only other ones I could think about are like those like teen dramas like True Blood, where the vampires are just like really good looking guys.
Yeah, I actually watched True Blood.
Oh, I never got into it.
The first couple of seasons were pretty good. There's a lot of violence and nudity. It's not for the faint of heart, I gotta say. But
teenage heartthrob, basically.
Yeah, probably.
Probably guys in their 20s playing teenagers.
It definitely went downhill in the later seasons.
I'll take your word for
it.
But
I don't know if you've got nothing to watch and maybe you're trying to get into the vampire horror themed mood. Maybe, I don't know, if you haven't seen it, maybe give True Blood a shot.
If I were to go back to something that like is older, I'd probably go back to like the old YTV days. I'm not sure if you ever watched like YTV when I was a kid, but
I think everybody did.
Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, SpongeBob. They all had Halloween episodes every year, and they're always new. And like this actually just reminded me of those shows now. Like there was some really funny like Halloween like because like we were young, and SpongeBob, they're also innocent. Yeah. But it's actually really well done. So that's something for nostalgia. If you want to do that. That was always fun.
Yeah, SpongeBob is just a good show in general.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like
it won it won the award for like best kids show like every year it was on. It was new.
Like it's a little bit out there in terms of how wacky it is, and like obviously Patrick is like all the characters are great. You know what I mean? Like if you just look at Patrick though, like I think he's probably one of the funniest characters on there.
Oh yeah, because you can make fun of him so easily. Oh yeah, right? Like
everybody loved Patrick.
Makes you feel better. Everyone hated Squidward. Scooter hated himself.
Yeah, he did. Playing like his saxophone or whatever.
Clarinet. But it sounded, but he never got any better, and just painful to watch sometimes.
Yeah. So okay, so Robbie, I want to do a little bit of a transition here. We're gonna try a new segment in today's podcast.
Okay.
You ready for that?
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna call this this segment the speed bag, the speed bag. So what we're gonna be doing during the speed bag. So if people don't even know what a speed bag is, it's a tool that boxers use to sharpen their skills.
You probably see it on Instagram. It's the one that hangs from like a flat plate, and they just go like.
Yeah.
Ever tried one of those?
I have. I'm terrible at it. Yeah, I can't do it.
I got better when I worked at 9 Round in Aurora because that was one of the stations. I got better at it, but I haven't done it since then. I'm pretty sure I've lost all my skills.
There you go. So what we're going to be doing during this segment is we're going to have a category or a topic, and we're going to kind of go back and forth, and we're going to try to name as many things in that category as we can. Okay.
You guys have
First person to repeat something loses.
Is there? Are we doing a time frame of like if it's not right away? Do we have 10 seconds or?
I think we know. I think if you take too long, we'll know. We'll call you out.
If you guys have not played King's Cup before, this is basically one of the games. Obviously, it's better in a group setting, but we're just going back and forth, and this will be fun and see who actually wins. Who can name more things? So what's the category? What's the category for this? Whether it's weekly or we'll see.
Yeah, I think a pretty good category for today would be something like Halloween candy. Okay, so how about that?
Okay.
Do you want to start?
Okay, sure. Kit Kat.
Okay, Kit Kat. I'm gonna go with. Let's stay in that same vein of chocolate bars. I'm gonna go with that Coffee Crisp.
Good one. O. Henry.
Ooh, never a fan of the O. Henry.
I love O. Henry.
I'm gonna go with the Snickers.
Mars bar.
Okay, Mars bar. Let's go with the classic Halloween treat, apples. Ooh. Have you ever gotten an apple?
No, boring. I got like a chocolate apple. Maltesers.
Oh,
those
disgusting.
Oh, least favorite, but they were a fan favorite for a lot of people.
Have you ever had wine gums? I'm gonna go with wine gums.
Wine gums.
Those are disgusting.
Is that the gummies that are shaped like wine bottles, or they actually?
They're like this big, I think, and they're like a British candy.
Doesn't remind me of that, but if we're going to the gummies, let's go to Fuzzy Peach.
Fuzzy Peach, good one. Okay, Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, those are good.
That's one of my favorite to this day.
What was the other one? Like those fish ones, like those gummy fish.
We'll give you that. Swedish fish.
Thank you.
Fish. Okay, let's keep it in the candy world. Let's go Sour Cherry Blasters.
The Swedish berries.
Swedish berries. Oh, he's going Swedish on me.
Well, I get that one. Swedish fish.
Let's go with Clodhoppers. You remember Clodhoppers?
Absolutely not. I think you made that up, but I'll give it to you. Never heard of it.
Those are like nougats.
I'm gonna go back to chocolate. I'm gonna go with the Hershey chocolate bar.
Ooh, okay. Hopefully this doesn't count as a sort of a repeat. I'm gonna go with the cookies and cream.
Fair enough. Hopefully it doesn't count either Hershey's Kisses.
Okay. No, I like that. Hershey's Kisses. I never got any of those for Halloween, but I'm going to go with those. You ever get those individually wrapped chocolate balls with caramel on the inside?
Yeah, they have like the eyeball wrapper.
Yeah, I'm going with those.
Okay, I'm going to go, well, I don't know how we didn't go this first. Smarties.
Okay, Smarties, yeah. M&M's.
Skittles.
Oh, he's rapid firing on me. I'm going to go with those, this is a throwback. Gold dollar chocolates.
Oh, that was a grandpa gift.
That was the grandpa gift.
Your grandparents
those never tasted good. It was like the worst quality chocolate too.
And you always took off some of the chocolate as you unwrapped it too.
Yeah,
it was so tight.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, good times though.
He's stalling.
You stalled the entire time. Every time you went. I'm gonna go with the. Oh crap! I actually am blanking out a little bit.
Oh.
This might be it. I'm blanking. I think I lost it. I lost it.
Oh, there's so many more chocolate bars you could have named. We got Wonder Bar. We got.
No one likes the Wonder Bar though.
Mr. Goodyear Bar.
Oh my god! I forgot about Reese's Pieces. Oh, okay.
Three Musketeers.
Okay, I get it. You won.
Turtles.
Okay. Oh, that's actually a good one though.
These are just coming to me right now.
Yeah.
I had none at the time. I was almost drawing a blank.
Don't you hate that when you just like draw a blank and like it's like tip of your tongue and you lose, which happens all the time. Which just happened now.
So we named this. We named some pretty good ones.
Named some really good ones.
What was your favorite one to get back in the day?
You know what? To this day, I'm still a huge fan of the Mars bar, just because like it had that caramel and like that nougaty flavor. Like if I see it, if like I'm in a grocery store or like a convenience store or whatever, and I'm like buying something,
it's a classic staple. It's a classic staple.
Yeah, I'm just a huge fan of caramel, which is why like I always go for it.
I liked. Let's see here. I think like I don't know how many times I got this as a Halloween snack, but my favorite chocolate bar is 3 Musketeers.
I don't think I ever had it.
3 Musketeers. I have no idea what's inside of it. It's like some sort of like a spongy like chocolate fudge or something. I don't know. Oh, that's the best.
That sounds pretty good.
That one. I like the Mr. Big bar too.
Yeah, Mr. Big Bar was always good.
If we're going to candy, we gotta mention the Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch, because we're always.
You got so many different flavors in the Sour Patch Kids, right? If you get like Swedish berries, it's all one flavor. You just they kind of get stale a little bit.
Which is good that we didn't go into individual flavors, because like we would have been here all day. Because like, oh, strawberry, banana, whatever. Like Actually, my dad's favorite candy, for the dumbest reason, not because it was the best, but it was Wonder Bar, because before we were ever born. Or maybe when we were really really young, I'm not sure. There was a commercial for it where like Vikings opened it and they went Wunderbar.
No way.
And that's why it was his favorite candy.
Oh, does he even like the candy?
Well, he doesn't. He hasn't eaten candy in a long time.
Okay.
But like he'd always say that was his favorite because of that commercial. And I've actually never seen the commercial, which I kind of want to find out on YouTube now and just to see what the hype was about.
Oh, I'm not a Wonder Bar kind of guy.
And neither was I. And like I said, it wasn't even because of the taste. I think because of the commercial. It made him laugh, which is why I like Wonder Bar.
What about, okay, so you mentioned Wonder Bar. Have you ever had was it 100 Grand bar? These are like some old school chocolate bars.
Some knockoff shit?
There was one like Crackle or something like that, or Crisp. Crunch.
Crunch Bar. Yeah. But they were never that good. Like I think all those brands
tried they're out of business.
I think all of those tried to copy like Kit Kat, basically the way they were like the texture basically. But like Kit Kat was always on top, and then it kept on making new things. Now Kit Kat's got like random ass flavors and chunky bars. Actually, so not yesterday, because today's we're filming this on a Monday, by the way. So today is Monday, October. What day is it? Hold on. Today is Monday, October 26th.
Thank you, master producer.
So yesterday, I'm actually going to post this tomorrow on the 27th, so probably you've seen it by now, but me and my girlfriend did actually, we made our own chocolate challenge. We took 4 like name brand chocolate bars. We took, I was telling you about this.
We need to do this on the podcast.
I know.
We need to do more challenges on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys have any ideas for challenges, let us know.
Well, let us know based on like what I do here, basically. We took a Mars bar, a Snickers bar, a Kit Kat, and a Bounty bar. Which, by the way, I don't think coconut goes well with chocolate at all.
No.
But we took those ones and matched them with like their dollar store brand like knockoffs. So like the Mars bar had the Meteor bar. The Kit Kat had like the For Fun bar. The Titan bar.
Where did you get these chocolate bars?
Dollar store.
They had them?
Yeah,
wow.
They were all there. The Snickers
heard
bar
of those.
had the Titan bar, and the Bounty had the Island bar because it was like coconut.
Okay.
And we basically like did a blind taste test, and we like cut each one and had a piece of each and like compared them. The sad thing is, I for some reason always liked the dollar store brand.
Oh wow!
I voted for the dollar store brand every time without knowing it.
Oh,
which is really weird.
It's got cheap tastes, everybody.
Which we go over in the video, as I call myself a cheap date several times.
Yeah. You don't have to take them to any fine dining restaurant. You just got to bring them to McDonald's and give them some chicken nuggets.
And pay for me then, yeah. I'll do whatever you want.
He's a really cheap date.
I'm going to get some weird DMs from this, I swear.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird. But no, that was fun, and it's something we can definitely explore about our opinions. Like, we try different kinds of cookies for all I care. But like,
Yeah. I definitely want to try some challenges. I was trying to get, what I was trying to get are those Pocky One Chip challenges. But they don't ship to Canada.
They don't.
No.
Oh, that's too bad. No.
But again, like if you guys have any ideas of challenges you want to see us try, definitely let us know.
I mean, within reason. We don't want to hurt ourselves. It's like we're not gonna. It's like Jackson, punch Robbie in the face as hard as you can until he falls. Like no, we're not doing that. But I'm not above.
I'll give that one a try.
But I'm not above eating something spicy, like really spicy.
Yeah. wreck our insides for a couple more views, Robbie?
For the views.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it for the gram.
We're doing it for the gram, or I don't know. Can we say doing it for the tube? If you go to put it on YouTube, I have no idea.
Yeah, we can do it for the tube too.
Yeah, is that a saying? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It actually started with do it for the Vine when Vine was a thing. Remember Vine a couple years ago?
Oh man, Vine! Wow.
That's basically become TikTok now. TikTok
throwbacks.
Like, Vine basically became TikTok.
Yeah. Okay, so Robbie, we're reaching close to the end of today's podcast, right? So we definitely want to keep our segment that you guys have got accustomed to, that you're used to every week. We talk about what we're fighting for, right, Robbie?
Yep. We have a new thing every week.
Do you have something that you're looking to fight for?
I'm just gonna fight for like still not letting like COVID really stop our good times. Like, yeah, we. Did I steal yours? Well, you better. Okay, I'm gonna go into detail, and you have some time to think about your new one. Okay. Like a few days ago, we were like trying to like hang out like outside of like a house because there was like a bunch of us. There was not too many of us. We kept this safe, but like we couldn't go anywhere because everything doesn't have like dine-in anymore. We can't go indoors to bars. I was looking for like
to find a heated patio,
and like it's colder now, so it's harder, and it was busier, so it's kind of hard. But we still ended up having like a fun time. And like, yes, Halloween is, for lack of a better word, canceled this year, so it is unfortunate. But there are always other things that you can do that are still gonna make you like be able to enjoy this. I wouldn't call it a holiday, I guess, but like this like fun yearly tradition that exists, right? So like for me, like it's that pumpkin carving thing. There are good things you guys can do to like not break COVID protocols and still have a fun time. So don't let this get you down, and just try something new that doesn't involve you having to go out somewhere and spend $80 on drinks.
That's true too. Okay, well, you're kind of throwing me off here because you absolutely took my my thing that I'm fighting for today.
Oops.
But okay, I'm gonna have to stick to my guns. I'm gonna maybe just elaborate a little bit more. Okay, so my original thought was, don't let bad times get you down. Try to have as much fun as possible. Like, fun is the spice of life, right? Like, if you can't get together in person with your friends, maybe at least still like give them a call, right? See how they're doing. Maybe do a video chat where you're just at your own house and having fun, and they're at their house having fun. At least like give them a call, right?
Yeah. Or even go on Zoom.
Yeah, go on Zoom. Just basically like absolutely. Still try to have as much fun as you can. While being responsible, absolutely, right?
Yeah, and in this case, we mean responsible in like COVID protocols, but also be responsible, especially for all you 19-year-olds out there. Don't drink too much. We've done it; it's not fun. Have a good time, party responsibly,
for sure, absolutely.
And just incorporate the COVID protocols into your responsible partying.
Yeah, and I hope everybody has a happy Halloween. I hope everybody still sort of enjoys that Halloween spirit. If you're not really into celebrating Halloween, then you can have fun anyways. It's going to be on a weekend, and
exactly.
Right?
A weekend is still a weekend.
Doesn't have to be a Halloween with your friends.
Absolutely. And also do what you find fun. If going out at all isn't your thing and you like staying in and watching Netflix, do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Enjoy yourself.
Absolutely.
Have a damn good time.
Yeah. Maybe go check out Hubie Halloween.
Hey, it's up there.
Or something actually good.
It's one of those movies that you don't have to like. You know what I like about Netflix though? You can put on something in the background and not really watch it, but it's kind of there and it kind of drowns out. It's like background noise.
That's fair.
It's a good movie. Like it's a good one of those movies, where like
some movies are just like exactly. Some movies are like for entertainment's sake. I like to say like the Fast and the Furious franchise.
Yeah.
Like they're not like good movies in like a classic sense where like they have good plot and good story or good character development, but they're like entertaining, right? If they have like an entertainment factor, then you don't really have to pay attention. Of course I'm having fun, right?
You don't really have to pay like full attention to know what's going on, but you can kind of like, say you zone out for a bit, you come back and you're still kind of get the point of the movie. Yeah,
it's kind of like sometimes you'll get like TV show recommendations from people like, have you
watch The Boys? Watch The Boys.
No, like something even more serious than that. Like what's the one where all the nuns are in their and they can't have Bridesmaids or something like that, or
Bridesmaids is a comedy movie.
No, not Bridesmaids. Telltale, something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
The Covenant or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. Either way.
Something like. Okay, well, that's like a big TV show that people recommend, but it's like super serious, right? Like, it's got such serious tone. Like, I don't necessarily want to watch like dramas all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you want to just have a show on in the background while you're like on your phone at the same time, so you don't have to like, pay too much attention to it.
Something that's on in the background. That's just background noise, and every now and then you look at it, you tune in.
Yeah, because I feel like you use a lot of your mental energy throughout the day. Like, do we really want like to be super focused all the time? You know what I mean?
Exactly. You need that. Whether you're in the right mood for something serious that you can pay attention
Handmaid's
to.
Tale? Handmaid's Tale. That's what it is.
Yeah, you got it. That was going to bug him if he didn't get it on this podcast.
Tale. Yeah, like I've actually had like a number of recommendations. Oh, you should watch The Handmaid's Tale. It's so good. The story is so like so deep, and like it draws you in. It's so sad. But at the same time,
nothing what you said sounded good to me. Nothing you just said sounded appealing to me. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean that just goes back to the point that like not everything's for everybody, right?
Yeah. It goes also back to the point that like
Robbie's watching Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, I have watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine on Netflix so many times, but I'd rather watch it again than watch something new.
Something else, yeah.
Something new that I have to like pay attention to.
Yeah.
You know, it's that weird moments, that weird vibe in your head where it's like, I am so tired, or I'm so like, I'm mentally drained or gassed. Maybe not mentally drained. That drained is like a negative spin on it. That you just can't. You don't want to like sit there and like follow everything that happens in that show.
Yeah.
But if you've already seen it or just funny, and you can just put it on and just like zone out for a little bit and just fully let your body relax. Sometimes you need that.
Yeah, for sure.
And mental health is so important.
Yeah. Okay, so I think. I mean, that was definitely a long outro.
That was definitely a long.
What are we fighting for?
Probably the longest we've ever had so far.
And we kind of copycatted each other with trying to have fun for what we're fighting for.
We'll do better next week, you promise?
I don't promise. It could happen again. It could happen again.
Well, that's what
we don't plan this, guys. We don't tell each other what we're fighting for each week. So as you can see, we came up with the same idea here.
Which is probably why we're friends. We have the same opinions.
Peas in a pod here.
There we go.
Okay, so I think we can call it right there, eh, Robbie?
I'm going to say we call it right there, guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Smash that like button.
Don't forget to comment and subscribe, please. Again, if you have any ideas, let us know. You can find this podcast on Instagram at 2FriendsFighting. Jackson, where can they find you?
We're gonna link our personal Instagrams in the video as well, so we'll save you guys the time. We're gonna link 2 Friends Fighting in the description as well. And definitely check us out there. If you follow us on Instagram, you're gonna get those updates as well. Obviously, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll get the updates whenever a video goes up.
And follow us on Spotify as well, because we're up there now.
Yeah, we recently got up on Spotify, so check us out there. So I think that's good. Robbie, any last words?
Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween. Have fun this weekend.
COVID Halloween, guys. Enjoy yourselves.
Enjoy the blue moon, everybody. Peace.
Thank you. Of course, that is a handsome, pretty the same sentence. So there was this decline right there. It's like, oh, that's the same thing.
I'm handsome, I'm pretty, I'm attractive, I'm beautiful.